Hello all, welcome back to my channel. This is Babu Krishna. Till now we have seen concepts in the Linux shell scripting up to the functions. Now we will see the command line arguments and options. So before we start our discussion, let us open the notes and other relevant documents, and then we will start our discussion. This is whatever the session unit 8, I suppose. Yes, unit 7 we have seen the functions, local and all. Yeah, unit I 8, command line arguments and options. Of course, with the options with values also we'll see, and options with values. So if you're not sure what do you mean by arguments, what do you mean by options, what do you mean options with value, you can refer on the Linux basics. The first few units will tell you that. For second unit, I think so. So it will tell you on this what we mean by argument, option, and option with value. And command line means we are entering that one in the shell. Actually, command line. We'll see with an examples. Then it will be more clear actually. So this command line arguments, options, and options with value. Okay. So before we start, let me open the terminal. Okay, so whenever we are executing the program, so let us assume whatever the program actually. So we are giving something like this program name. Of course, program.sh will give. We are like whenever let us assume you want to do sum of two numbers. You will ask user to enter a number actually. So let us assume you say something enter number one. Assume that user has entered number one, something 10. So let us assume enter number two. A user has entered something 25. Sum of two numbers, I am taking a very base one. Sum of about two numbers, or whatever, sum of 10 9 25 is 35, something like this you are doing. Assume that you people are doing something like this. Okay, that is okay. So you are passing the user input actually. So but let us assume I don't want to pass like this. I want to pass something directly to the program actually. So if I pass something like this, then it has to give like sum of whatever 10 25, and if you want to put, you can put and all. Okay, so sum of 10 25 is whatever the 35. You want like the output same, but you want to like no, you don't want user input, these all messages you want to pass directly along with the program. So if you want to pass something like your program, this is called the command line argument. So whatever like the inbuilt commands like ls, pwd and all, we are passing the arguments, options, option with value, everything we are passing to the base uh, programs. The same thing you can also pass to your own program actually. So that is nothing but a command line argument. So these are the arguments actually. So then what is options, what is values, we already seen. So let us assume I have something like program.sh. I have something, I pass something minus L, assume that, or minus A, anything, minus B, I passed this one. This is options actually. These are the options. Here in our case, just we will print that whatever the options you have chosen, A and B options, something like that. And if you chosen something like X which is not implemented, let us give an error. So something like that. So now if you take this one, something option with value. So let us assume I am giving the same name for every program, but ideally that should not be. You need to write your own the same program name actually. So now let us assume I pass something like this, minus length, minus breadth, something, and I want to calculate the area like that. So I am passing length, breadth, so I will calculate the area. So something like this. So this is option with value. So you can pass these particular values, argument with values, arguments. So this is options actually, and these are whatever the arguments actually. So these are arguments, these are options, these are option with values. If you want more information, you can refer into the Linux basics uh, basics videos which will give complete information. So let us start with the command line arguments actually. So let us start with that. We write a program. So in our program, we can pass any number of arguments. Assume that we will pass 10, 2 3 4 5 whatever, but we want to have a sum. So how we will do that one actually? So it is similar, the same notation what you did for arrays actually. So if I want to know all my arguments, you will use this dollar at the rate If you want to count number of argument, you use this. If I want to know first argument, which is nothing but a program name, that is $0, and $1, $n is nth argument actually. And then of course you have something called whatever dollar this one, the status of the last command execution status, which you already know. And of course this is like $, is the process ID which the shell is running. So let us do that. Yeah, this is the process ID what shell is running actually. So if I say ps, this particular same thing actually, the same process ID it will be giving you. So these are the inbuilt variables, inbuilt shell inbuilt variables actually, which will give certain that particular information. So this will give, or you can also say $* actually, both will give same thing, arguments it will give actually. And if I want to know the argument value, let us assume I want to know 2 in that case actually. So you can use the built-in argument name called opt-arg actually. We'll see with an example, then you will understand. So let us first start with command line arguments. Okay, maybe go to the shell samples and create a directory, command line args test I will say, and command line, let's go to the command line. Okay, I don't have any file, so like some numbers we will do some nums.sh. So I will be passing the values, any number of values actually. So 2 values or 3 values or whatever. Before passing values, let us print whatever the number of arguments actually. So if number of arguments are 0, you need to say, like, let us assume these are the number of arguments. Okay, so if assume that user only given the program name, then the number of arguments are 0. In that case, you cannot do anything. So we will say that one echo usage, we will give the usage warning. Argument should be at least 1. Okay, so if you have at least 1, like we will, like, no, we will do I can say exit or return, doesn't matter. Okay, so exit 0 or exit 1, because error, we are expecting certain things. Okay, so now let us print number of arguments. Okay, I say number of arguments for our understanding. So this is same as array notation. This is no difference. You can refer the arrays unit for complete information on that number of arguments and the arguments passed. So I say whatever, or both are same actually. So I will use this, or I can use this particular $* actually. So either way it is okay. So now I want to do whatever like, you know, $0, $1 also you can print actually. So program name, let us assume we'll print the program name. So we can be, that can be $0 actually. So I say program name like that. So now let us assume you pass 10 and 20. Okay, so then $1, $2. So it will contain all the arguments actually. So arguments pass with this one. So I need to do a calculation. So first I do sum is 0. Okay, so for value in whatever $, at the rate, so I am not storing anywhere, so directly I am using actually. And then I want to do for do whatever sum equal to expression $sum plus $value. Okay, each time it will get, like, let us assume I pass 10, 20, 30. So it will give you whatever, like 10, 20, 30 to this string actually. So this particular will contain 10, 20, 30. So first time 10 will be taken, then 0 plus 10 is 10, then second time 20, so 10 plus 20, then third time 30 plus 30. So that's what it will be giving you. So let us print that one. Sum of let us print sum of numbers actually is just braces is for our understanding actually. So let us change, do the change mode. So it is usage warning actually. Okay, so if you are not passed any arguments, so it is giving the usage warning. Argument should be at least 1. So let us pass 1 argument. Then we have the information, the program name and number of arguments 1. The arguments pass 10. 10, and then sum of 10 is 10. So let us assume we pass two values, the same thing. Sum of 10 comma 10 is whatever, 10 20 is 30. So if you pass whatever 30 40 50, any number of arguments actually. So I have number of arguments 5, I passed that, and 150. So I have whatever, so 300 plus 2500, something like this. So it is whatever 2800. So that is how you are passing the command line arguments actually. So whenever you are passing this particular command line arguments, it will take this one as dollar 0 1 2, sorry, this is dollar 0, program name is dollar 0, and then dollar 1 dollar 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then dollar dollar hash will give number of arguments. So this is the nomenclature what it is used. So this we have seen. Now command line arguments. Now let us see the command line options actually. Okay, so let us check command line options. Okay, so now options, I say that one, check options. So check options. So let us assume okay, whatever bin bash, the shell or user bin environment, either way you can give. This is for options actually. So let us assume my program, assume that one, my program recognizes only options A, B, and capital A, capital B. So let us assume I will only recognize this one. Of course, we are not going to do anything, just we are printing that particular options what user has taken. Okay, so I am not doing any processing. We'll take a processing example and do. As of now, we are only recognizing these options. Other options will not recognize actually. So for that, what you need to do, you need to use this particular function, this particular call or command, whatever. So get options you need to use, what options you need to pass, what options you will need to support. You can just simply put that particular options actually. So whatever get options, and what is the option name you want to give. So you can give like this particular name. So I have given opt actually. So it is not like you need to give only the opt, but you can give anything. So I am using opt is for option actually. So let us assume we are recognizing small a or capital A. So I say that one, echo you have chosen. I am not doing any processing. Chosen A or A, right? And then end of this, this is semicolon. And if I say B, okay, either way you can write. You can write in one statement, or you can write in separate statement, doesn't matter. You have chosen B or B. If I choose, if I say other than that, invalid option. Of course, this is again optional. Okay, so my program will just give me whatever the option chosen. Let us assume we will test with A and B, small a, capital A, and all. So I use change mode, U plus X, check options. Now, if you see this one, okay, whatever, I have not given any options actually. So 12. Something issue. So let us do in the same line. Okay, so it is saying whatever the invalid option because I have not passed any option. So let us assume now I say minus A. Okay, then it will tell you you're choosing A or capital A or small a. Now if I say A B, then it will say that one you're chosen B or B. If I say minus X, it will tell you invalid option because we have not supported that option actually. But if you see one thing actually, I want to pass A and B. Okay, then what it is telling only for A, it is not doing for B actually. So if I just say in other way, let us assume I choose minus A minus B minus A, then if you see this one, it is only telling me minus B, but it is not recognizing this minus A. Why? Because simple one, just get off, it will only process one option. But if you want to have multiple options, you need to use a while loop. That's it. So let us change that one, check option to check multiple options. I will put. and no need to do change mode for this. So check multiple options, simple. While I need to do, then while do for that. I'm just doing an alignment. Okay, so now let us redo the same thing. Check multiple options. Of course, if I don't pass any arguments, it will not do anything because we have not passed anything. So minus a, it will tell you whatever minus a, minus b, it will tell you you have chosen both actually. So if you want only single, it will tell you only you have chosen b. But if you want this way, it will be giving you that particular one. Okay, so if you are giving the same multiple options, it will tell you that many times. Of course, you need to write the code if you are passing duplicate options actually. So minus x, if you say that one, it will be invalid option. Okay, so this is the illegal option, invalid option. So this you need to check on that. So let us assume after minus a, capital A I have given. Okay, so it will, of course, it will process, but it is this capital A this time. So you need to do that processing as per your requirement. So this is nothing but options actually. So we are seeing command line arguments, which is some program. This is options actually. So single option, multiple option. Now we will see option with values actually. So let me copy this. Check multiple options to check option with value.sh. Okay, so no need to do the change mode. Okay, so here we are choosing only the option AB, but let us assume we will choose, let us assume say, this particular program, maybe for A, we will accept a value. Okay, so maybe program recognizes only the option. This is option A is A and B, both we will say actually. A and B, maybe X and Y, YZ I will put actually. So maybe X and Y are option with values. So now in my program, I am recognizing four options. X and Y are option with values and A and B are only options. So if you want to pass something option with values, actually you need to say whatever this colon after that particular option. So X is also recognizing option with value. So A and B, this A, B only it will recognize the options, not with option value. So if you want to have whatever for small x also, small x capital X, you can do this actually. So let us do that. I am copying this. Okay, now X. Okay, here in this, okay, capital Y. Y we are not recognizing, only small y actually. So small x or capital X. This we are telling that replaced by capital X, and this one is only small y actually. So there is no capital Y because we are not recognizing. You chosen X, but we have chosen for X capital X. This is option argument you have chosen actually. So we will like store that particular value. Okay, no need to store. If you don't need, if you want to use it, you can use it, and it will be taken out. But problem is, if you have multiple options, you want to process after all options, you get all options, then you want to start your processing, you will miss the like no, you, if you are passing three option with values actually, so you will miss first two. So instead of that, what you will do, you will store in the value, and then you can process actually. So I say X value I will store, and I will just say X value is capital X value. So this is option with value I'm doing. So I use the same thing for Y. So I replace with whatever. So the option with value, whatever we pass actually, that will be stored in the opt arg argument actually. So that's what it will be stored there. Okay, so let us cross check this. Oh, no need to do change mode. Option with value. Okay, so I don't pass anything, it will not give anything. So minus a, you know, and then minus b, minus capital A, minus capital B, same thing. It will be minus x if I give something. Okay, so 10, assume like that. So then you are telling that x value is 10, and if I can pass capital X also, 15, it will give whatever the capital X. So small y, I give 20, then it is telling you small y 20. So we will give invalid option. We will see what it will do. The same thing, you choose an invalid option, that's what it will give. But we will check whether if we don't pass option with value, if you don't pass any value for the option with value, what it will do. So I am not passing with X, but it is expecting actually. So it will tell you like option requires an argument. Okay, so that option with value actually, so that is the thing you need to pass, because X colon you have put, you are expecting the value. So that is the minimum requirement for this particular option with value. Okay, so this is how you will process options, option with values, command line arguments, options, and option with values. Okay, then I hope this video is useful for you. You can subscribe, you can forward, and you can put your comments in the comment section. So okay, then see you in the next video for the same continuation of command line arguments. We'll see program, and then we'll check on the slides. Okay, then thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. See you in the next video. Bye for now.